I mean, my ancestors, the grandparents were right there. That was just a tradition. That was the custom. They lived with the grandkids. They took care of the grandkids. My paternal line, my grandfather was the oldest of 16. So having the grandparents around in the house, enormous, absolutely enormous. We need to get back to that. I don't think Americans realize the value of that multi-generational influence in a family. We all go our separate ways. It's sad, the shovel off the old people down to a retirement community, separated from the rest of their family. Seriously, in a lot of ways, that's kind of selfish in my mind. I mean, I don't want to be harsh here, but you're part of the family. You should be helping out your family. Am I wrong about that? Not going off and going on luxury cruises. Anyway, and besides, you could use some help too. If you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, you could use some help too. You may not be at the same physical strength that you were. So having your grandkids around, having your kids around, I think it's just mutually beneficial. Generations is something Americans need to really think about. I'm hoping we can go back to that the way it was in the olden times. So yes, generations. The other reason I'm bringing this up is, as you know, I've mentioned a couple of times how I knew at a young age that I would never be a father. So I've kind of missed out on a lot of things. I lost touch with the next generation. The guys in their early 40s and 30s, and women, I should say, for sure. Because I always thought about what it would be like to have a daughter. I was thinking it'd always be cool to have a daughter first, a son second, and then cut it off. That's it, 2. 1 of each. Anyway, if you pay so much attention to the mass media, you'd think, young people are screwed up. That's the way it's always been portrayed in the press, right? Always something wrong with young people. Well, I don't believe it. I know we're humans. Humans don't change that much from one generation to the next. So, there's good and bad people in my generation. Hey, there's good and bad people in every generation. People who just don't have it together and people who do have it together. So I'm liking it that I'm finding the ones who do have it together. And here I am now, almost 61, and I'm getting motivated by those guys. I love it. It's exciting. It makes me feel good. Generations. Now you got to realize too, I've been a genealogist since I was a kid, which, genealogists is generations. That's the whole point. You're studying generations, and you study them in such a way that you learn about their lives, you learn about what they went through, the wars, the famines, the floods, what it took for them to all come together to make you. That's pretty powerful stuff. Holy shit, I'm 16 minutes. I'm Mr. Yappy Yap today. That's okay, we got time, it's Sunday. So, I love it. It's exciting. Ooh, I like the flowers here. Here, I got time. Here. Look at this. I like that. The colors, the yellow and the lavender and the white. That's really nice. That's what spring is all about, by the way. New life, blossoming forward. Really kind of ties in with the whole generation thing, isn't it? So, what's on your mind? I'm worked up. I got to work on my classwork. My paper hasn't been started yet, and it's coming due. So, I will be dealing with that today. I'm going to be doing some cleaning around the house today. I got to go pick up some pills today, so I will get outside. We'll try to get in some more walking later. Fresh air is good for me. The exercise is good for me. But I should probably wrap it up here. We're now almost 18 minutes, so let's do a cut and a close.